Hello everyone and welcome to this month's Best and Worst of Beauty. By the time you're watching this, it will be July, so happy July. I was able to put together a 10 product pyramid for y'all and I am excited to go over the things with you. I have got some awful beauty products, some stuff that just did not work for me and actually caused me pain, and then I've got some beauty products that might be possibly holy grail. They're kind of turning into that, so I've got a good spread. I'm excited to tell you about the products, but before we do that, we gotta sing the song together. It's the best and worst of beauty, whether good or bad, here's the down and dirty. Alright, so first up, bottom of the pyramid. Worst product I tried last month. This was hard between this one and the next product you're going to see on the pyramid, but this one was bad because it just didn't even work a little bit. At least the other one worked in a sense. This one just didn't work at all, except for looking real good in my garbage can. This is the new Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. I remember back in the day when I was starting to love makeup and I was starting here on YouTube. Wasn't it around that time? It was certainly in Boston, so in my first years-ish. I really enjoyed the Fit Me Matte and Poreless, right? The foundation from Maybelline. Like, it wasn't the greatest, but at the time I really enjoyed it from what I remember. And so I was at least a little excited to try out this new addition to the family, especially, you know, with the way the past year and a half has gone and mask wearing and all of that. You know, like, foundation hasn't been a huge part of my life as much as it used to be, so tinted moisturizers have been great, except for this one. This one sucked. It was awful. Probably the worst I've ever tried. It was just awful. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with awful. It was disgusting. It was hard to blend. If it blended at all, it emphasized pores. It didn't feel good, like it just was on top of the skin, and I just didn't like it. I couldn't get it to work. I tried all kinds of ways, fingers, brush, sponge, primer, no primer, etc. I couldn't get it to look good to the point where I would even feel comfortable walking outside with this on because I just knew it looked that bad. And apparently that is the consensus overall because this has horrible reviews online, so I know it's not just me. It doesn't just not fit me, it fits no one. Now, the next product on the bottom of the pyramid here, this was one that I was, you know, not necessarily excited to try out, but I was curious. You know, I'm always down to see if there's something that works better for my skin overall. And at first, it was one of those things where it was like, let's just keep on trying it. Maybe this is just bad happenstance, coincidence. You know, it's pairing up too well with my hormonal period cycle, so I don't know if it's that or if it's actually this that's breaking me out. Well, turns out this is indeed the culprit. This I must have gotten out of a BoxyCharm at some point. This is the Peach and Lily Power Calm Hydrating Gel Cleanser to deeply cleanse and soothe. Well, not me! The only reason, like I said, this is above that Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer is because this did work at the deep cleansing part. I did feel like this cleaned my skin. Maybe it didn't feel like the deepest clean, but like it did feel like it did a good job at getting rid of extra makeup that my makeup eraser didn't take off. I liked it for that, but I just am breaking out everywhere, and it's only been, I think today is day 3, so 2 nights of not using this. I was using this at night with my PMD system because my, what's it called, Differin cleanser gel that I love had ran out, and instead of going to Target and buying a new bottle, I was like, you know what, let's try something I've got in my stash, and this sounded like it'd be good. Like, it sounds like it's great for sensitive skin. It says that it's gentle, it cuts out harmful ingredients, and it's gonna make the difference between, you know, having good skin and problem-riddled skin. And this is going to profoundly improve the skin. I actually found the opposite. It profoundly made my skin look the way it looks now, which I'd rather not. It hurts! It hurts! Acne hurts! It doesn't feel good. There's a bad stigma around it in terms of looks, but even for me, it's more just the fact that it hurts. So I'm excited to keep using my different cleanser gel instead of that, because I can already tell in the couple days that I have been not using that, my skin has calmed down, my pimples are starting to heal instead of waking up to 20 new ones, you know? Like, I'm just yay. Well, I mean, yay for figuring out that this is an A. Now, next up, these next two products on the pyramid are kind of tied together in that they weren't bad in that they hurt me or just looked gross. They're just bad in that they didn't do anything. So I've got the counterpart to the new tinted moisturizer from Maybelline. This is the new Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Mattifying Primer with Sunscreen, and it's got all these things in it, lots of clay, and does this have salicylic acid in it? I don't remember. Either way, they say this is going to provide a matte finish. It is going to be lightweight, minimize the shine and pores of the skin, perfect for normal to oily skin, which I have oily skin. Like I said, this didn't do anything bad, but it certainly didn't do anything. Like, except for smell good, I guess, which like I personally don't want in my skin products because that scares me because I have sensitive skin. This smells like a delicious fruity shampoo. I don't want my face products to smell like shampoo. So outside of the fragrance, this just, it literally did nothing. No shine control, didn't help my makeup to stay on any longer. It maybe made it look a little smoother on top of my nose pores, but like overall, it's not worth risking that fragrance. It really did not do anything of note. Nothing at all. Now, next up, once again, as I said, another product that it didn't do anything bad, but it's also not doing anything noteworthy or really good. It's only better because it doesn't have a super strong fragrance to it. This is the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Putty Primer. I'm actually still testing this. I'm on day 3 of my testing, so I think you guys will have seen that video already by the time you see this video, if you watch all my videos. But either way, it's a new putty primer in e.l.f.'s line of putty primers, and this one is supposed to target acne, which I thought great at the moment. Like, let's go for it. I mean, this is day 3 of wearing it, so I really can't say whether or not it helps to fight acne or not. It just doesn't do anything real good overall. It's okay, don't get me wrong, but it certainly reminds me of the original when this first came out, and you know, YouTube was all over this putty primer. It was sold out everywhere because everyone hyped it up. I personally never had that love affair with that primer, and the same thing is happening here. It's not bad, like it doesn't do anything bad to my makeup, and truth be told, I feel like in the beginning it does help my nose pores to kind of smooth those over for my makeup, but in the long run, it doesn't, you know, my makeup still comes off just as easily with this as it does without it. It doesn't help my makeup in the long run, and maybe I'll keep it around to just use on my nose, but at the same time, it's like I'd rather use something that's going to grip my makeup. I don't know. I mean, like I said, it has way more better points. I would much rather use this than the Maybelline, but overall, I'd rather use neither of them. And I think that tells you something. Next up, moving on up to the second tier of the pyramid, I have got products that, again, they're not bad. I just don't, I feel like there could have been some improvements, but like, they're stinking adorable. Yeah, you can't argue me on that one. This is the Hello Kitty Colourpop Tropical Vacation, Tropical Paradise, whatever it's called, collection that just recently came out. They did send this to me, but you know, I'm obviously giving my honest opinion on it. Everything, for the most part, applies just like Colourpop powder products. It's great, you know, buildable, blendable, all that stuff. You know, there was one shade in the yellow palette that was a bit chalky on me, but aside from that, everything is good. It just isn't for me, aside from the super cutesy packaging. I just wish, I don't know, I guess these could be more like supplemental type palettes unless you want to go for a super monochrome look. It's just not the look that I personally do myself, and it's just really bright. And so even if you can't get these to work on their own, these palettes, it would have been nice if like in tandem you could use them together, which I mean you can, don't get me wrong, it's just adding bright to bright. It's not really doing anything to help like subtle it out, you know? If they could have thrown a neutral in here, you know, like instead of doing yellow, maybe do a neutrally brown or something, and then you could use that in tandem with the bright colorful stuff. But either way, I mean, if you want little supplemental color pops of color type palettes, these might be of interest to you. And the blushes, I think if you have medium to deep skin, these are gonna look gorgeous on you. These are just really deep shades and really bright, at least the coral one is anyways. So on me, it just looks way too garish. Is that gonna be the word? Now granted, I could make all of these work, don't get me wrong, because like I said, they are good products otherwise. They're just personally, you know, not for me, aside from the adorable packaging. Oh, you guys know I'm a sucker for Sanrio. Now this next product here, I really hemmed and hawed honestly over the next like 4, maybe even all 5 of these products, like how am I gonna rank these? But I think overall, you know, it came down to this one being as far down on the pyramid as it is, purely because it's like when this runs out or I won't be able to buy it anymore, because I'm pretty sure this is a limited edition thing, I'm not gonna cry about it. But like, I'm really enjoying this while it lasts. This is from the Tarte, what is it? Is it called like Sugar Crush? I thought it was called Sugar Crush, but it just says sugar. It technically says S Diamond R on there. But it's I don't know, you guys told me apparently this was supposed to be like Tarte's more like teeny bopper marketed kind of collection. I don't really understand the difference between Tarte and this sugar line. I think it all looks pretty similar to me, but either way, I have enjoyed lip products from this brand. I've only tried a couple of them, this and the lip balm, but really enjoyed them. Well, even before this, you know, I just tried the lip balm and I really enjoyed it, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this a try. Why not? I need to add a little extra to my Ulta cart so I can get free shipping. And it's just like a sheer with a tint of red gloss. It's for Pride Month, kind of obviously, I would hope, with the rainbow on it, and it just adds that little tint of red to the lips. It is glossy, it lasts a long time, it is hydrating, it is plush, it is slick, it is not sticky, it is just perfection. And the smell, you guys, oh, that's just cherry candy delight. It really smells like a cherry hard candy, and it smells so, so good. It is delicious. I love it. I have worn this practically every single day since I have gotten it. It is just that good. I love it. I won't cry when you're gone, but I will be a little sad, I'm not gonna lie. Now I know, was this a first, I'm pretty sure, of any kind on my pyramids? I didn't know what to do, you guys. I just didn't. I tried all kinds of orders with these 3 products. I was like, yeah, but this one more than that one, but then that one more than this one, and it just didn't work. And so I had to switch it up. Instead of like trying to figure out a 6 product, these 3 products are fantastic, and I love them all together very, very much, and I like them all separately very, very much. So let me tell you about them. Basically, this is the eye combo I've been wearing all this past month because it is so easy, but yet so pretty, pops. It just like, yes, this is a yes trio right here. So I start off with the Too Faced Melted Chocolate Matte Eyeshadow. I got this in a Boxy Charm in the shade Tiramisu Me. I've been wanting to try these out and I just hadn't, but then I saw it was an option for Boxy Charm 1 month and I was like, perfect, let me give it a shot. This is such a gorgeous purpley lilac-y mauve. Oh, it is so beautiful as a matte, just like single tint shade. It really reminds me of MAC's Painterly, but definitely more deep and purple toned and taupe than Painterly is more on the pink side of things. But this just blends so effortlessly. I find with especially liquid matte shadows or even just liquid shimmer shadows, sometimes they can be really difficult to blend out, you know? It just always ends up having a stark line. where it ends, but this does not. It just has that beautiful fade out when you pat it. It doesn't dry too quickly. It has a great, I mean, it is pretty full pigment, but it just overall is so lovely. And I personally find that with an eyeshadow on top of it, it honestly doesn't even really need primer underneath it. Like, granted, if I want it to look perfect all day, yes, I'll wear a primer underneath it, but like right now, like I don't need a primer underneath it. It'll crease and fade a little bit, but honestly, not too bad. So I've been topping that with the Colourpop Animal Crossing Single Super Shock Shadow. This is Balloon Pop. It is so gorgeous. I try not to keep too many little singles around because it's just clutter, but this one is one of the exceptions. It is so beautiful. It's not really a metallic or a shimmer or whatever. It's kind of more of a foil. Like, I just dip my finger in there and it's like, it's not flaky like a foil, but it's just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I feel like in the pan it looks really bronzy, and it does have a bronze undertone to it when you put it on, but once you have it on your skin, I feel like it gives off way more of a pink sheen to it. I mean, it's just lovely. I think it looks gorgeous on the eyes. I love using this even just on its own, not on top of the Too Faced. Like, it does a great job. It's a quick little one and done, and I love it. And then the other thing I love pairing with those two is this eyeliner pencil. This was another thing I got in a BoxyCharm. This is the Tint Haze Smoky Eye Pencil in the shade Pinot Noir. And this is one of the times that, you know, like, people still ask me, like, why do you still do BoxyCharm? It's for reasons like this. I would never know about this brand if not for having gotten it in my BoxyCharm. And I love finding new stuff like this because this pencil is phenomenal. It is perfection, dare I say? It just does everything right. It's creamy dreamy, glides on so smooth, you hardly have to use any pressure to get it to go on. It doesn't dry down too quickly, so you have time to smudge it out if that's the thing you're going for. And the color is beautiful. It's such a gorgeous, deep, rich plum. And I'm telling you guys, just in tandem, these three products, they look so good together. And like I said, they're all really good. Like, I don't think any of them has a downfall. They last all day, they apply beautifully, they wear beautifully. Like, they're all just really, really good. So I did what I did. I meant what I meant. Instead of your makeup monkey, today I will be your makeup elephant, because an elephant's faithful 100% to Seussical anyone. Okay, well. Now, top of the pyramid, this product. It was one of those things where, like, last month, thought I found my new holy grail in terms of skin face products with the Wet n Wild Tinted Moisturizer. And while I still do love that stuff, I found a freaking contender. Oh my god. I tried out this Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator, which, like, you know, I thought could go either way. I thought it was either going to be really good on me or it was going to be really awful based on the glow and everything. However, this is why I test things, people, because sometimes you think something's gonna be not so great and then you try it out and it turns into a freaking favorite top of the pyramid moment. This tinted moisturizer is phenomenal. It just is. And it sucks because I know people are gonna ask me, well, which one is better? I don't know. I can't tell you that. Because they're very, very similar. So if you want something cost effective, I would say go with the Wet n Wild. But if you want something that's a bit more shade inclusive, it's not perfect, the shade range on this by any means, but it's certainly better than the Wet n Wild, and it's just lovely. It has buildable coverage. It goes on so beautifully on the skin. I have used this in weekly wears since then with primers and whatnot, so if you want to see me apply it, go check that out, or you can watch the original review video. It's so good. It's so pretty on the skin. It looks so natural, so skin-like. It is comfy all day. It is lightweight. It fades so gracefully. It doesn't wipe and smear off with my sweat and oils in the summer here. And overall, it is just an absolute dream on my skin. I love this stuff. It is so good. I don't know what else to say other than all of that. So there we have it. There was my best and worst of beauty for this past month of June 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some good product recommendations and non-recommendations from me. Please, as always, let me know if you have tested out any of these products. Do you feel the same or different as me? Let me know in the comments down below. You can also let me know what your best and worst of beauty was for this past month of June. You can also just let me know how you're doing, etc. All that good stuff. Comments down below. You can also let me know if you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, whatever the case may be, by giving it a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe. You can tippity tap that notification bell down below and become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!